Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Paul, and we're going to be making a very quick product today. Got an order last night for a set of these to go out. I figured I'd bring you along and show you how things are done. It doesn't take a lot of thought at times to make projects. Some people just need pieces of wood. And if you can provide that wood cut to a certain specification and get it out to them, they're more than happy to pay a reasonable price for that. So I'm going to be making up 12 arrows today. They're fairly simple, and this is what they look like. They go anywhere from a 1/4 inch all the way up to maybe 3/4 of an inch thick. They range from 14 inches to 18 inches in 2-inch increments, so 14, 16, 18. Then we're going to have two different angles on it. This one's a 45-degree angle, and we're going to do one with probably a 60-degree angle. We're also going to vary the size. Instead of this one being roughly 3.5 inches, we're also going to make up a set that's going to be roughly 2.5 inches. That way we have some diversity between the sizes for the individual that would like to utilize these as home decor. They're going to be making most likely like a directional sign or a location sign, and so they need a variety of different pieces, and I can do that for them fairly cheap. Now I like to get this rocking and rolling, and I got my watch out here today, so I'm gonna give you an idea. It's roughly it's almost 11 o'clock my time, at least on my watch. I don't know if it's correct or not, but that's what it is. I don't wear it much, but anyway, we're going to get together and start making this stuff. So what I need first is wood. And I have a whole pile of wood here. And it's pallet wood, so it's nothing fancy, nothing crazy. Lots of different pieces here, different sizes. And I'm going to need a total of 12 items. Alright, so we're taking the first piece, and it's just going to look pretty rough. So we're going to chop these to length, chop out some of these nail holes that we don't really need. And I'm going to need lengths of 18, so this one looks like it's good for 2 pieces of 18s. I need a few more. That looks pretty good too, not too bad. Again, we're going to be cutting out these holes over at the chop saw. This one's got a split running down it, pretty long, but I should be able to get 16s off of there. Probably 2 16s, so I'll like that. Now this one's a little narrow, but it makes it 2.5 inch. And we might be able to get one, well, if we use the small holes, we might be able to get 2 off of that. Ooh, we got some big, looks like staining of some sort on that wood. I think we're going to pass on that one. We don't need to use that one. This one has a little bit of almost live edge to it. Can you see that? The bark is off, but it definitely has a bevel as if it was a live edge. I like that. Again, we're going to chop out the nails. And it looks like it's pretty good, except we have a split up here along that live edge. So we're not going to be able to use this entire piece. We use half of it, so that's not bad. This one's got a lot of holes in it, and it also has a big split to it. Can you see the big split on this? Alright, but we can utilize this for 2.5s. Yeah, we can probably get a 2.5 piece off of there. So that's not too bad. Okay, we're going to save that for next time. Yeah, we have some more here. A little speckled and spotted. That's hardwood though, so that's nice. That's a, looks like it's an old piece of red maple. That'd be good. 14s and 16s be good. Another piece of maple. Must be a trend here. Let's get a little bit of a bend to it. Can you see that nice little bend in there? A little whoop whoop. But that's the type of wood that people will like for their signs. Now here's one with a huge rip and a big knot in it. We're gonna, let's see how wide that is. No, I'm not gonna make it. 14s? No. That was no good for what we want today. Don't throw it out, we might be able to use it. And here's another piece. I like that piece overall, that's nice overall. I think I got enough wood here. Again, I only need 12 pieces. But you'll be surprised on how fast we go through this. Okay, so it's not even quite 11, it's 10:57, so that took me 3 minutes to run through and try to find wood to use. So that's not too bad. We're going to take this over to the chop saw, I'm going to relocate my camera, and we'll get back. That way you can see me doing my chop chops. They're listed as being rustic. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more. 16, 14. Keep that. Okay, now that is all of my pieces. It is 11:08. Took me 8 minutes. So we had like 3 minutes to figure out the pieces of wood. 8 minutes to do a quick chop. Now we have to re-chop these for the angles, but we have to cut them to size first. All right, so we're going to break it down into our 3.5 inch width and our 2 inch width. So basically from size-wise, it's going to be similar to this. So your 2.5 and your 3.5. All right, so these are the 14s. We're just going to look through and we see. All right, so we have our 2.5 there. We're going to look through our 16s. Alright, 16s, 2.5s, and look for 18s. All the same size. We'll just grab 3 of them. So we have 3 at I don't need 3. What's going on here? Ah, I got you. Alright. 16s are good. Alright, so now I'm going to be going over to the table saw. So we're going to turn off the camera, rotate it over there, set it up, and we'll get on with that. Okay, you don't need to see my face on this, but basically we're going to be running the table saw to make 2.5 inch wide pieces. We're going to clear the wood. Okay, I'll set on 2.5. make sure that you see this, but there's your 18, your 16s, and there's your 14s. We only needed 2 of each, not 4 of each. I made extras for another project that I'm working on. But anyway, so this will be 1 set of arrows. So you have 6, total going out to be a dozen. So this will be, let's say, 3 acute angles and 3 45-degree angles. Now we go back to the chop saw, cut the angles. What time is it anyway? I don't know, we shall check real quick. Even just from the setup, from running over here and doing all that, it's only 11:17. So we only took roughly 20 minutes so far to cut this. Now we just have to cut the angles and then cut the, or sand them. We're going to sand down with a purdy. Yeah, let's rotate you over. Ta-da! Let's see. All right, we're still recording, so everything's good. All right, what we're going to do is set the saw at 45. Lock her down. Now I need to get, I need to cut that at 3.5. Unless I got one here. 16s. Okay, move that there. I need 45-degree angles. We're going to first cut to 3.5 inches at the 45 degrees. Alright, what I normally do is I'm going to run a line to cut these in half. So I got just shy of 3.5, so that's 1 3/4. I'm going to go 1 5/8. I need a marker. I need a marker. Where's my marker? Turn that viewfinder around so I can see what I'm doing on my camera. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to need these cut at 45. So basically, can you see this? So basically, I'm stacking them all up. All right, so I have my 18, 16, 14, all the tails, but all the fronts are up here. Okay. That's where the arrow head's going to go. And so I'm going to line that up with my saw and my mark. Now I'm going to grab my sanding station. Alright, so basically we have a whole bunch of wood to sand. Everybody's seen sanding before. I'll just take you through a couple of pieces. That way you know I do it. This is 120 grit paper. And now here comes the noise.